calling all strategy fans. The Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp game is only a couple of months away.
After a few delays so far, the Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp will now finally release April 21st on the hybrid console after like an entire year of wait since the last time it was revealed, bringing everything the new game had ever promised to this day in addition to everything the series has always had to offer ever since the first game. Advance Wars Reboot Camp has been in the making for over 2 years now, some say 3, and this is how it looks.
Across a multitude of modes, design your own maps and share them with friends. Plus, go head-to-head in local and online play. Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp comes to Nintendo Switch April 21st.
Lan and his NetNavi, Megaman.exe work together to solve countless cybercrimes in the real world as well as the interconnected online cyber world.
Come April 14, we're also having hands on the Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection that Capcom has been cooking for over a year now. Is a trailer from a few days ago finally, highlighting some of the game's additional features. Apparently, they're making the game a tad more action-oriented, online play and more, bringing the Action Adventure Collection over on April 14 this year. Minecraft Legends, then, which is a spin-off of the Sandbox game, is now scheduled to come out for PC, Switch, and other consoles as well, April 18. It is, as you could probably tell, no longer a sandbox open world, but a action strategy with hints of building and crafting, with just a totally different story, as opposed to the main original where this time it has you play in third person with procedurally generated maps. Nixon and developers Arc System Works came out and announced a season pass for DNF Duel as a downloadable content set to be released on April 20th this year, that more characters and gameplay options will release later in the year. A new trailer for introduction and the word that the game will finally release for Switch on April 20th this year. Take a look. Idea Factory International came up with the update that their latest game in the Compile Hearts Fairy Fencer F series is now hitting the West April 25 on its way to the hybrid console as well. Well, a game called Fairy Fencer F Refrain Chord. Fairy Fencer F is a tactical RPG because you're new to about some group on a mission to save the world from an entity trying to brainwash people with its siren ear. Stray Blade, on the other hand, God knows just how long it's been in the making, went on and got a new trailer, reconfirmation that the game is coming to PCs, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X April 20th this year. This game is actually coming from the famous publishers 505 and a new developer going by Point Black. It's an action RPG and a narrative driven in gameplay and pace. Take a look.
Cyan, you know about the gods of order and chaos, don't you?
Yeah, who doesn't?
Exceed Games, ever since 2 years ago, has been making a new game as one of the company's biggest titles, going by the name Trinity Trigger, an action 90s inspired RPG with modernized graphics and gameplay in core focus, and here's its first gameplay trailer. Trinity Trigger is playable both online and offline, got hints of puzzles, dungeon crawls, and exploration RPGs. In any case, game's releasing for PCs and the PlayStation consoles only April 25.
War Oracle for nothing. What can I say? Traveling's part of my job.
We must remain ever vigilant. Relax. We can handle whatever comes our way.
Let's be prepared for anything.
If you ever start feeling over-prepared, then you haven't actually prepared enough.
You're no ordinary vermin. Could those strange weapons be?
Pay less mind to whatever they are, and more to who commands this army. I will await the king's orders. For now, let us see how things unfold.
Coming up behind that at number 9, it's Magical Drop 6. This is actually one of the oldest series of puzzle adventures that go back to the Neo Geo era. The new game here will launch on April 25 for Switch, PCs, and other consoles simultaneously now, with added in-game content, multiplayer, survival, story mode, and more. Here's a trailer. Game is also available pre-order for the price of $30.
A nightmare woke him up.
Okay guys, look, are you familiar with the Fable games? Well, I've actually mentioned this one more than a few times, so just in case you missed it, we've got over here a Fable-inspired game on the way going by the name Bramble, the Mountain King. Well, what is touted as a horror game at a score and a grim adventure in a world inspired by dark Nordic fables. Here's a trailer. Game set to be coming out April 27 this year for all consoles, Switch, and also PCs.
Follow the light. You will find what you are searching for within the mountain. That is what happens when you do not listen to your mother.
Duty. Justice. For centuries, these were the principles by which Demacia stood.
A couple of months ago, Riot Games announced that they're bringing over 3 League of Legends games by the end of the year. One of those games, alongside Project L, would be a game I've never mentioned before called The Mega Seeker, a League of Legends story. Yes, this is news to you. Mega Seeker is a 2D pixel art action RPG classic that's been in the making apparently for about 2 years now. Here's a trailer. Game's releasing on April 18 this year for Switch and other consoles as well.
Demacia, the city of radiant virtue. It is time to reveal the truth of its darkness.
Developers Teiso Alpha a couple of months ago came out with the update on renaming their real-time roguelike deck-building adventure The Tower to the bottom game to now Arcana of Paradise The Tower. So the games instead of either January or February will release April 20th for Switch PCs for the price of $20. This game's available for pre-order and this is what it is now all about. sitting on Steam for over 8 years now. Guys, Mugen Souls is now finally coming over to the hybrid console April 27 as a strategy turn-based tactics RPG that was originally released on the PlayStation 3 actually over 10 years ago. A game that's tagged as a anime-style JRPG with extensive character customization. There's a trailer and everything you need to know about. Hopefully you're a returning player, because otherwise it's actually a pretty hard recommending anyway.
How can you be so laid back? I'm here in White Sands, Petria's most luxurious community.
A prequel to Road 96. At number 13, we've got over here Road 96 Mile Zero, revealed a few months ago and ever since touted as a narrative adventure choice-driven musical where you'll be playing as a new character called Zoe. Anyway, here's the trailer. Game's releasing for Switch and PCs only April 4 this year, taking it down about $30.
Where are you going? See, you were at the wall in 86. You saw all that go down. You need to talk to somebody before all that eats you up inside.
Now, Process of Elimination, after being out for almost a year now, for Switch and the PlayStation 4 in Japan's only though, is now finally coming over to the West April 11 for the same consoles, costing you about $70 this time. This game's for those of you new, a detective visual novel style story-based exploration adventure, kind of in the same style of 9 Hours, 9 Doors and 9 Persons, albeit a little more varied in content. Check it out in case you missed it.
せっかくいいことを教えてあげようと思ったのにさ。娘が喜ぶような絵を描けるようになったから結果オーライだよね。死んでいった彼らの名誉のためにも私にはどんな犠牲を払ってでも悲劇を止める義務がある。私を止めるつもりなら君が相手でも容赦しないよ。
大丈夫だって。うちはコミュ力特化の探偵、渋谷探偵ちゃんだよ。周りが静かだと不安が膨らむからいつも誰かと話してたの。いくらおしゃべりを続けても全然不安は消えなくて息苦しくてたまらなかった。
I will do my very best to instruct you.
A demo for GrimGrimoire OnceMore is now available in the West on all consoles. In US America just came out and actually announced specifically that. To accompany the news, he actually came out with a trailer, said GrimGrimoire is releasing April 4 after being out for almost a whole year in Japan. This game, for those of you new, is a strategy adventure story heavy game that started life all the way back in 2008.
Dragon, arise!
In this world, surrounded by mana, you must learn that there are special rules. Our teachers are all famous magicians. Study hard under any teacher you like.
This is a dream come true.
Mind yourself. You won't get away with this.
From the same developers of Octo Gaming, a mobile exclusive with over 1 million downloads, we've got over here now a Switch and PC exclusive in the making ever since the beginning of the year, going by the name The Library of Babel, which is a 2D platform stealth-based retro-inspired classic that's been in the making for over a year now and set to be coming out on April 7, as the first gameplay trailer came out with introducing the in-game mechanics and enemies.
Duke it out in this free-to-play online multiplayer showdown.
Omega Strikers has been out on Android and iOS as a free-to-play 3 vs 3 foot brawler. That's how the game is actually described, and now set to be coming out for Switch and PCs in its full finished state, even for mobile devices simultaneously on April 27. Guys, Omega Strikers will stay as a free-to-play on both platforms with crossplay support as an online game in nature, and this is how it looks.
Omega Strikers slides onto Nintendo Switch April 27th. Pre-orders for this free-to-play game begin today on Nintendo eShop.